Okay, so I got a message a couple of minutes, well, actually yesterday, and I finally got a chance to take a look at this. I just woke up a couple hours ago. I figured we could have my morning coffee. I could have my mornings. Jesus, my hair is all. Okay, so I got a message. So I. All right, so the question here is, someone wrote me about this yesterday, and I didn't really get a chance to look at it until today. So it was a sniper was spotted on the roof of a building aiming a gun at student protesters at the University of Indiana. What the hell is going on? So I figure what we'll do is I'll research this. I'll show you how I go through my process of researching stuff, and we'll do it live. If I'm right about it, you'll see it. If I'm wrong about it, you'll see it. You know, total transparency. What's kind of interesting is that a lot of people use the word sniper when they really shouldn't use the word sniper. A sniper is a free Kashmir victory to the Intifada. All right, I'm picking up what you're putting down there, bub. So a sniper was spotted on the roof of the building, and police don't really have snipers. Police have marksmen. Police snipers they have a totally different mission than military snipers. Police snipers are taking shots from like 300 meters, right? Military snipers are taking shots at 800 meters, 1,000 meters, right? So University of Indiana. So, well, the one thing is, what the hell is going on? I'll tell you this. If you're running around saying victory to the Intifada, let me pop this open. So this woman says, what the hell is going on? And if you're running around saying victory to the Intifada, I'll tell you something. You probably need a sniper where you are. One thing that a lot of protesting students don't seem to understand is that if you're protesting supporting terrorists, the police may want to have marksmen there. Mainly because the people that you're protesting for, meaning the Hamas terrorists, they don't care about you. They don't. If one of them, if someone in the U.S., if there was a sleeper cell here in the U.S., and there was a non-zero chance of that, if one of those people was told, okay, put on a vest, and some people don't remember this, and I can't say the word because it's YouTube, but there are vests that have explosives in them, and sometimes people walk into crowds and press a little button, and bad things happen to them and everybody around them. And that there is a non-zero chance that someone would walk into a demonstration and do that. So it probably isn't a bad idea just to have Overwatch, just because there are a lot of people at these protests who don't understand the real world consequences that bad things can actually happen to them. So that's why you have police Overwatch. Let me just so let's try to geolocate this first to even see if it's true. So this says University of Indiana. Let me open up Google Maps first. There are a number of University of Indianas. Let me let's see if this has any. Let's see, Sniper, Indiana. Sniper on the roof of the Student Union building at Indiana University. Is that Indiana University? That says Indiana University. There's Indiana University up there. That's not helping. Sniper on the roof of the Indiana Memorial Union at IU. Dunn Meadow. All right, that might actually help. Dunn Meadow. So let's take a look at University of Indiana, Dunn Meadow. Dunn Meadow and North Indiana Avenue, Bloomington. Okay. Okay. So if I was at, if there was an, so I guess this is the University of Indiana. So it looks like a pretty big campus. And it looks like, I'm going to throw this up on my whiteboard up here. Hold up for a sec here. Whiteboard. There we go. So if I were students that were protesting, this looks really, really big. You know, this Woodlawn field, that might be an option. This place down here called Dunn Meadow. That would certainly be an option. There's other stuff over here that I guess you could protest in or camp out in. And it looks like there's stuff up here by the nursing school, is that? So, yeah, there's a Hilton Garden there. Hilton Garden Nature Center. Maybe this isn't actually part of the campus. All right. So Dunn Meadow. All right. Dunn Meadow. So this is probably it right here. All right. Let me drop this back in to the main thing here. Well, if you do it in Dunn Meadow, there's plenty of parking. Plenty of parking to the left. So if you're an outside agitator, yeah, it would make sense to do it in Dunn Meadow if you were going to have a protest. Let me throw this back up into whiteboard mode. You look at this right here. Here's Dunn Meadow. And then here are, here's a bunch of parking. There's a bunch of parking down here. So let me throw this back into combination right mode here. So yeah, I would certainly say that if you were going to stage a protest and you wanted to have outside agitators come in, Dunn Meadow probably wouldn't be a bad place to do it. It also looks like, I should just keep this up on the whiteboard. It also looks like you have multiple avenues of escape. So you can escape this way, you can escape this way, you can escape this way. I guess this way goes to the campus. So you have 3 routes of escape, right? If the police start coming after you, or you've done something that's not so good, you have at least 3 ways of escape. Up 7th Street, looks like up 7th Street, down Indiana University Avenue, and north up Indiana University Avenue. So that's actually, from a tactical standpoint, that's actually not a bad. From a tactical standpoint, it's not a bad way of doing things if you're a bad guy. So now the question is, can we find the building? Which is Student Union Building. Student Union Building. All right. All right, Student Union Building. That isn't helping. Oh, let me do that. Just see. All right. So this says Indiana Memorial Union. Let's take a look at the actual. This is not a good picture. All right. It says sniper on the roof, gun pointed down at peaceful protesters in Dunn Meadow. This is actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. That's good. All right. American sniper on the roof of Indiana University building overlooking pro-Palestine protest. So we got one right here. All right. So let's pop this. Let me pop this into this window again. Open up the whiteboard. So if you look at this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows and 1 window here. So this guy up here is probably, let me put this up here. So if this is the building right here, this guy is I don't know where he is in the actual building, but he's probably facing northwest. So this guy is facing this way. This guy here is facing toward the Dunn Meadow. So let's see if we can actually get a good location on him. I'm going to throw this back into the other mode here. All right, so 5 windows. We got the 5 window thing covered. Let me see here. Let me go back to combination 11. All right, so okay. So just keep in mind these 5 windows here, and then let's see if there's a. Oh, look at that! All right, well we got that on the first try. Okay, let me pop this over here into the whiteboard. So I dropped the Google guy, the little where is that thing? So I have monitors blocking so I dropped little Google guy right here, and immediately here, let me move over a little bit. So I dropped little Google guy, and you see those windows up there? Those windows match these windows here. Only this building here, this building is facing south. So this, for a sec here, screen brush. I don't know why that isn't working. Come on, show screen brush. All right, so this building is facing south, so I assume this is going north here, assuming the other side of the building, has the same amount of windows. I don't see why it wouldn't be symmetrical. We're sure there's a north. Sure we can get a good view from the north. Let me pop this back into the whiteboard, and let me. I gotta lower this a little bit. There's Google guy. Take Google guy, and we're gonna put him here. And there's a big truck blocking my view. Can't really see if the north windows are the same. Oh, you gotta verify, man. How about right here? We see. Yeah, we don't really see the building. All right. So assuming this, how about over here? Let's drop Google guy here. All right, this is a north view. You got 5 windows. We got 5 windows right here. 5 windows. So the sniper is probably, or the marksman, really, because there's no such thing as a police sniper. They're police marksman. So the marksman is probably right here. And that would be. I'm guessing right here. High up. So we're talking about taking a shot. I don't know where the protesters are, but if we actually measure the distance out, let's see here. I'll tell you this. I did not know the outcome of this when I got on stream today. Did not know the outcome, but certainly looks like we found this one pretty fast. So let's just see the minimum shot. The guy's probably right here. Let's open up the whiteboard again. Measure distance, and of course we're negating the. So the minimum shot, 311 feet. So we're talking 100 meters, right? Roughly 100 meters. That's a minimum shot. Plus, you got to take the offset of being so high up. I don't know how high that building is. Could probably throw this into Google Earth and see. So this is Indiana Memorial Union. Let me, hopefully this will work. Let me throw this into Google Earth. Indiana Memorial Union building. Oh, let's see here. There we go. So there should be a way to get elevation. So elevation 894 feet. Let's see that down here. Elevation 894 feet. So let me just do a combination right, and you know what's weird is that it seems like I lost my one of my windows here. Hold on for a second. This is the problem with having so many windows open. No, it's not that one. What I wanted to do here was, all right, let me toss that out here. I don't know what this background is doing, so I'm just going to add another background. And you know what? Here, let me just do it up here. I don't feel like messing around. All right, so I said that this was, let me throw this into Google Earth again. I said this was 896 feet. So that's 273 meters. That's not right, because we're dealing with the yeah, all right, so we're dealing with the elevation. So the elevation at ground level is 783, and this is 895. All right. So we're doing this is sea level. So 112 feet. So we're talking meters. 34 meters. So let's do this 34 meters in the air. So if we actually do the calculation, let's do a right triangle calculation. So A is 34 meters in the air. B is, what did we say for B? We said that B was, let me pop this back into Google Earth. So let me move out from here. So B was the length. Let me get the ruler tool out here. Let's do this in meters. So, oh, that says inches, meters. So meters, this says 81 meters. Let me clear that. This doesn't look right. All right, from here to here, 100 meters. So, yeah, let's see. So we need to solve for C in this location, all right? We need to solve for C. So B was 100 meters. And we can count, we don't know that. B should be 90 degrees. No, not 90 degrees. A should be 90 degrees. No, the other one should be 90 degrees. Yeah, this kind of is what sucks about math sometimes. It's like, crap, how did I figure this out? And the triangle isn't right. Please write a value. All right, so we have everything. So we don't know what C is, right? And one of these darn things is 90 degrees. It's area, perimeter, so that must be a 90. Okay. I'm sorry. 90. Calculate. Oh, ours is trying to calculate. That's better. All right, so A is 90 degrees. And side B was 34 meters. And side C was 100 meters. Yeah, find out. Well, we need to know what that number is there. It's interesting to see how far of a shot this person would take. Please provide 3 values. You have 4 now. So we know that. We don't know that. There we go. I don't know why I can't do math sometimes. All right, so we're adding 5 meters to that shot that the guy's taking. All right, so I think that it's certainly possible, if this is a recent picture, that there was a police marksman on the roof of this building right here. I think that is certainly possible. So yeah, I think that, let me pop this back into the whiteboard. I think this is correct, that there was now they're not a sniper, they're a police marksman. You know what else is interesting? I wonder if they have a SWAT team. I actually wonder if the school has a SWAT team or the school has a sniper team. That would be kind of interesting to kind of figure that one out. I wonder what this says. University of Indiana. Un sniper. At Indiana University, a sniper is reportedly seen with a barrel aimed at the students sitting in Port of Gaza. A sniper! How far are they going to go like this? To the point of reserving the same fate for students as that person there. So, yeah, I mean, I got to tell you something. If you're saying things like "Long live the Intifada," yeah, you might want a police marksman up there. It's actually kind of surprising that they don't have a spotter. The snipers always work in pairs, even police snipers. You have your marksman, you have your spotter. So I'm actually surprised that there's no spotter, although maybe you just don't see the spotter. The spotter is looking at the wide field of view, like, all right, we're the bad guys, and the sniper's actually pulling the trigger. The spotter is usually the most experienced person on the team. So you know what? Before I let this one go, I'm gonna add a Chrome window here, because I wanna just do a little bit of research on Sniper Indiana. All right, this might be it. Again, I'm still pretty new at this thing here. So I'm trying to grab. I think I lost one of my windows moving everything back and forth. So I'm just trying to find the right. I'm gonna delete this. Are you sure you wish to remove Chrome window? Yes. Well, this. Are you sure you wish to remove Chrome window? Yes. My apologies for not being as experienced as Destiny. But like Destiny's the real deal. I'm just some schmuck with a lap. Now, you know what I should do here? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw this. Let me open up the whiteboard. I'm gonna throw this into Google. Open the actual. Thank you, Google, for that little right. Oh, yeah, that's the window mode. So let me go back to combination right. I'm gonna add in deprecated window capture 2. And this is probably it. There you go. So you just got to use your head for more than a hat rack. There you go. All right. So what I want to do now is I want to see if Indiana State University, if they have a police force, if they're armed. Indiana State University police. All right. I do have a Department of Public Safety, University Police. Sometimes they'll show like the weapons they have and stuff like that about us. I wonder if they're armed or not. About us. All right. Sworn law enforcement police officers. They're probably armed. It doesn't look like they have a SWAT team there. So another thing, and this is open source intelligence. Like if they're armed, there's going to be contracts out there, and there'll be news articles, or like on the Indiana State website, there'll be an article that says Indiana State Police put out a request for 50 Glock handguns. Like who can give us the best price for these 50 handguns, right? When they're replacing their equipment and so on. So, alright, so that's not really helping. Let me just take a look at Energy Police Department. Wonder if there might be a Wikipedia article that talks about them. Alright, well, maybe not. So, put a pin in that, and we'll just see Bloomington SWAT team. So, does Bloomington, Indiana? Bloomington's Critical Incident Response Team is a multi-jurisdictional task force designed to handle emergency situations. Let's take a look. So, there's the Critical Response Team. They're trained in use of special weapons and tactics, it's SWAT. Funny thing, originally, the SWAT team was invented by a guy named Daryl Gates, who was, funny thing, Daryl Gates, I think initially I read the guy's biography. I think initially he wanted to be a police officer. Daryl Gates initially wanted to be a teacher. And he only became a police officer until he could become a teacher. I'm pretty sure he mentions that in his bio. No. So, yeah, from what I understand, he wanted to become a teacher. And after his wife became pregnant, a friend suggested he join LAPD. And from what I understand, like back then, he had to buy your own gun for the LAPD. Like they didn't give you a gun; you had to buy your own gun. And he didn't have a lot of money, right? Because he just got out of the Navy. He was trying to become a teacher, and he attended Pasadena College, I think, for teaching. Yeah, attended Pasadena College. And then, was taking pre-law classes. Wife became pregnant, and he joined the LAPD. So maybe I'm misremembering that, but I do remember that he had to go buy his own gun. So he actually created the SWAT team. Oh, it actually mentions it in the article. Originally he called it Special Weapons Attack Team, and they were like, "No, man, we're not calling anything Special Weapons Attack." And the funny thing is that the reason he came up with it was that there was like a barricaded suspect inside of a building, and the police didn't know what to do, and so they were like taking their revolvers and they were firing at this building, this dude who was inside the building. And it actually got to the point where like people who were just on duty would come over to the building and fire their revolvers at the building, and then like go back on patrol. And so this lasted for hours, and they finally got like a tear gas launcher from the National Guard, and they fired that into the building. And there were so many holes in the building that the tear gas just leaked out. And eventually, when they found a couple of ex-military people to breach, I guess with shotguns, they went into the building, and the guy had been he took the easy way out. All right, I'll make that YouTube safe. Took the easy way out, and so he had been dead for like hours, right? So after that, Daryl Gates was like, "We need a special weapons, a special weapons attack team to go after this guy." And I think the mayor was like, "There's no way in heck you're creating a police force with the word attack in." So they changed to special weapons and tactics. So yeah, come for the analysis, stay for the trivia. So there is a critical response team. It would be kind of nice to see Bloomington Police I wonder if we can kind of figure out what kind of rifle that is. So, becoming an officer, file a complaint, additional. So there would be, there should be, this probably goes beyond the scope of this, but if we go to, that's interesting, there's no Wikipedia page on it. That's usually pretty easy. So I'm looking for any kind of contracting page that would follow on additional services. I'm trying to find it. Oh, I wonder if it might be in the annual report. So you guys are watching someone read over an annual report, right? I should have been a gamer like Destiny. At least that'll be interesting. Let's watch a document open. Let's watch Ryan live stream opening a document. So let's see. Patrol services, criminal investigations, canine, general violent crimes, school resource officers, street crimes, Illinois State Police Task Force, Marshal Service, ATF, Gun Task Force, drone program. Pretty cool. They have a drone program. That's smart. I wouldn't be surprised if the police put up drones as well, especially by these protests, because that's a good. So I don't really see the Special Weapons Division or there's firearms and range. All right, I just search word for. So what I'm looking for is like an inventory of weapons. I don't really see. Yeah, let's talk about illegal firearms, Firearm Restraining Act. Yeah, I don't really see any kind of like, hey, we purchased these weapons, and that would give you an idea of whether this SWAT team was from the school, which I doubt, or the city of Bloomington. It could be the sheriff's department too. What county is Bloomington, Illinois in? Indiana. It's not Illinois, it's Indiana. I'm sorry. What kind of Bloomington, Illinois? Yeah, Bloomington, Illinois. Wait. Did I screw this up? Indiana. Am I on the wrong freaking... This is Illinois. This is Indiana. Darn it, why'd you name stuff so close? City of Bloomington, Indiana. Well, look, man. This is live, right? So you can watch me screw up in real time. So City of Bloomington, Indiana, not Illinois. Police employment, constitutional carry, online incident reporting, armored rescue vehicle documents. All right, so Bloomington has the critical incident response team. All right, this makes a little bit more sense. So I guess this is... So I guess they have a Bearcat. And a Bearcat is an MRAP, mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicle. So... That's a Bearcat. This looks like it's Nashville SWAT. So I guess they have one of those things, and this is like an example of when they would actually call that out. So I'm looking for any kind of contract that shows weapon systems that they would actually use. But yeah, this is critical incident response team. Yeah, I'm not... Police employment, constitutional carry, police academies, Bloomington, Indiana. All right, I do it this way. So, for all of you who are not watching this live, at this point, like I've already figured out that yes, that picture is probably real. Yes, they have police marksmen on the top of that student union building. So you don't have to watch any more after this. I know I'm cutting my head off, but now I'm just kind of curious as to critical incident response team. Now I'm just kind of curious as to whether that guy is, what kind of weapon that guy has. You know what? Let me just say there might be an example of it. Let's see here. Maybe there's a clearer picture. So let me just go back to University of Indiana. We're going to drop that in. And maybe there's an actual clearer picture of... No. All right, so there's the one I did. Gaza encampment. Oh, that dude has... So, all right, there might be state police there. University of Indiana. All right, so that's another factor I didn't think about. And those weapons, the state police are... Oh, you guys can't see when I do that. But the weapons those state police have, those should be riot. Yeah, that right there. I don't know what kind of weapon that is. It's definitely some kind of riot control. You see the orange? Let me throw this up here. If you look at the actual orange on that rifle, that's probably... Oh, come on. Show screen brush. So, well, you guys need to learn how to take better pictures of weapons. So that orange might be, that might be an indicator that he has a less lethal weapon. He has a bunch of zip ties here, that dude. All right, let me throw this back in here. So we got state police there. We got some state troopers. Why do you need this for peaceful protesters? What WTF do you need this for peaceful protesters? Because when you're saying long live the Intifada, it might not be so peaceful. And also that these kids might be used as pawns if somebody has a vest and wants to, you know, and that's the YouTube appropriate way of saying it. Oh, let me see if there's anything else here. I want a close-up of that guy. Someone has got to have a close-up picture of that weapon, because that is definitely a rifle, probably a 308. Most likely a Remington 700. My guess would be some model of Remington 700 rifle, because they're cheap, right? They're cheap rifles, and you're really not shooting that far. And I said at the least, 105 meters, right? So, darn it, sniper. You know what? I'm just gonna try this. I'm gonna do Sniper, Indiana. All right, it is being low-key reported that there is a sniper stationed on the roof of the Indiana. There's got to be, come on, somebody has to have, sniper on the roof of the Indiana Memorial Union at IU, gun pointed down at peaceful Gaza protesters in Dunn Meadow. So I probably just could have looked at this instead of going through that whole rigmarole. Oh, there we go. Good job, buddy. Someone, ooh, that might be... Oh, he has a tripod? All right, I'm popping this up into here. All right, so this right here, let me show the screen brush. So I don't know what kind of scope that is, what kind of magnification, but the guy has a tripod for stabilization, right? Because when you're trying to hit a guy who has a vest on, you might want to make sure you're hitting what you're aiming at, right? So he has a tripod. And let me pop this back into the whiteboard. This might be that might be a 308 AR style rifle. It might be a civilian, because this looks like a magazine well here. So that, you know what that might be is that might be an M110. Maybe. Might be an M110. I don't know. Let's see Indiana. Physical, social media, sound benefits. Just looking for. Oh, they do CrossFit. ISP CrossFit. Indiana State Police CrossFit. If you thought CrossFitters were annoying, wait till you get a load of the State Police CrossFit. Oh, I know I'm going. The foundation is nutrition. Yes, I have the coffee group. I have the cigar group. That's my nutrition. Let's see. Indiana weapons. All right. Well, so some troopers are issued AR-15 rifles. I'm looking for any kind of weapon list here. All right, well, doesn't really say Indiana State Police SWAT. Oh, Special Operations, ISP. This guy, I'll tell you, this guy here, you can let me throw this up into the whiteboard. I will tell you this. This is in the intelligence community. This is what we call a clue, that this guy is not going to let you off with a warning. He's not going to let you off with a warning, man. So aviation. They have the SWAT team. Doesn't say anything about weapons. Specialty teams. They got an underwater search and recovery team. Top FAQs. So I would love to see the kind of weapons that they have, but I guess that might require a little bit of digging. How long have I been on? I've been on for 42 minutes talking. All right, so yeah, before I stop talking here, let me go back to Twitter. And what did I do? I did Indiana Sniper. Someone in the chat said, "Hey, Favre." So this guy, you look at. Hey, Favre. I like that. Well, so there was a movie called Super Troopers, which was pretty darn funny. But yeah, this guy kind of looks like Favre from Super Troopers. All right, so maybe there's a better view of that. Oh, this one. Is America still a democracy? What's funny is this person, Khaleesi. This person is a communist. Like I have a video about her. I actually have. I wonder if I can actually throw it up on screen or not. Let me. I actually have every tweet that person has sent. Hold on. I'm gonna throw this up into Google Drive because I have a. I have a. How do you spell Khaleesi? Oh, okay. I got that. So Khaleesi, I have a tweet export. So I actually, it's funny because I've been tracking this particular person. I even loaded their stuff into Cyabra. And what's funny is this person started out as just like your garden variety socialist. Actually, her Twitter starts out with complaining about customer service and the Tory manifesto. And what's interesting is that you can actually see when she gets popular, and that's when she starts being racist, which is, it's fascinating, this particular person. Because I think she says, can we have a socialist leader in government too, please? So, what's funny is that I guess that's the interesting part about people like this, who they can we have a socialist leader in government, and then they ask, is America still a democracy? So this is, I guess, the typical tactic of communists, right? Like I'm going to say whatever I need to say in order to advance the agenda. And what's even funnier about this person is that this person monetizes her racism. Like, if you actually look at, she says some pretty darn horrible things about Jews. Well, I can't do that. I'm not gonna go. Turks say Jews. Erdogan isn't anti-Semitic. I don't know. She has some zingers in here about Jews, but she can monetize her racism through Buy Me a Coffee. And I've actually reached out to Buy Me a Coffee and was like, dude, you realize you're letting racists make money off of their racism, and it doesn't violate our terms of service. All right, guys. I mean, that's, you do you, boo. I can only point it out, right? So it doesn't look like let me go back one more. Indiana Sniper. It doesn't really look like there's any better pictures. Oh, that's in Ohio. Oh, but look at this. So, I'm sorry. Let me pop this in here. So, I'm going to throw this over into the whiteboard. So, here's another picture of police marksman in Ohio. So, it looks like you got one spotter with a spotter scope, and I'm not sure what this is. It might be a camera. But I guarantee you they have weapons on them. This would be an interesting video to do next. Wonder if I can kind of wonder if I can geolocate these people. I don't know. I don't want. How many people are on stream right now? 1,380. All right. Maybe I shouldn't have said go away. If all right. Maybe I can just keep going here. I still got some of my cigar left. Maybe I can do the Ohio Union next, but I mean, information liberation. If you criticize the state of Israel, they send snipers. If you criticize the state of Israel, they send snipers to your school. Well, unfortunately, it's not the peaceful protesters. It's the guys that they're afraid of, right? The YouTube safe word. Muhammad from Magbar, America. So I did a video just yesterday where people were chanting Magbar America. So this guy here, his name is Muhammad, and Magbar America is his Twitter name. Mogbar means down with. Let me tell you something. If you're running around going Mogbar America, there should probably be a sniper on you. I'm just saying, like there's free speech and there's people who go right. So all right, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to find a better picture of that sniper, or that marksman. But let me go back up. There was that picture of the Ohio Student Union. Where did I put that? So you guys are going to see everything, mistakes and all. There's just the sniper Ohio. No. All right, so here's one. Ohio Union. American sniper can be seen on a building overlooking the student encampment in solidarity with Palestine at Ohio University. Sorry about that. I'm still getting used to the streaming thing. So, Ohio Union. It looks like there's only one. And I don't know if these are snipers. This might actually be a thermal sleeve. That's a big thermal sleeve. I mean, this guy's in shadow. So let me show you something here. This I'm going to pop this into the whiteboard. This right here might actually be a thermal sleeve. And if you notice, this guy's in the sun and this guy's in shadow. And that's something some snipers do, because as a sniper, you don't necessarily want to be seen, right? You want to make sure that you're kind of in the shadows and people can't really spot you. That's just a standard thing a lot of marksmen do. So this particular item here, this might be a thermal sleeve, and thermal sleeves, this thing right here could be a thermal sleeve, and thermal sleeves are designed to prevent the sun from like baking your barrel, because when you take that first round shot, they say there's cold barrel shots and warm barrel shots. Right, cold barrel, the barrel actually of your rifle behaves differently whether it's cold or warm. And you need to know the difference between taking a cold bore shot and a warm bore shot. And that's written down in your sniper dope. You go out to the range, you have data. And so you might fire your rifle and you see where the bullet lands with a cold bore. You might fire a couple of rounds and then see where the round lands with a hot bore or a warm bore. And that gives you an idea of how the bullet might strike differently. Now, at the kind of ranges they're at, it probably doesn't make that much of a difference. But let's say you're trying to hit a guy in the hand, as a detonator or something, which they probably don't train to do. That's a little Hollywood, but I could easily see why they would have a thermal sleeve. It also helps protect against expansion of the barrel, like in the sun. So, wow. So I finished one. I'm going for the other now. I thought this was just going to be a short video, but let's try to do the Ohio Union and see where these particular guys are set up. So this might be an all-day thing. All right. Okay, so Ohio University, which I guess is different than the Ohio State. Ohio University. Okay. So that looks pretty darn big. All right, so let me throw this up into the whiteboard so we can do a. So it looks like, I don't know the whole campus, but it looks like all of this is Ohio University. Might even be up here. All right. So if you were a protester, where would you be? So let me bring this back down. And they said here, so Ohio Union. All right, so let's look for the Ohio Union. That didn't really work. So what do we got here? West Ohio Union Street Market, Ohio Student Union. Yeah, that isn't really helping. So another thing you can do, let me save this image. It says, so, well, you can also do it a different way. So if you were a student, where would you be camped out? Oh, you know what? Here. Ohio University. All right, let's take a look at the. Yeah, that's really helpful, Ohio. That isn't helpful at all. Oh, this is a JPEG. Wow, that is totally not helpful. All right, maybe this is it. There's East Green, Voight Hall, Jefferson Hall, University of Terrace, Bryant Hall, Ryan Hall, Wilson Hall, Greens. Oh, Ohio Union is at Ohio State. All right, so someone in the chat just said Ohio Union is at Ohio State. All right. Well, glad I look at the chat. I think I need to say the Ohio State. All right, the Ohio State University. Ohio Union. Oh, wow, this is a big campus. All right, so that's the Ohio Union. So my guess, let me throw this up into the to the whiteboard here. So if that's the Ohio Union, the protesters are probably down here somewhere, camped out down there. So most likely these guys are, if this is correct, these guys are facing this way. Let's see if there's any. Let me put this back into the other window here. All right. Well. Yeah. All right. So if all right. So let me throw this back into here. All right. So we got that right there. And let me put this back up into the whiteboard. So we have the Ohio Union there, and we have the picture here. So these guys are probably right here. Let me close this up a little bit. So these guys, based on the shade from here. Oh, we can actually try to figure out the time this actually happened. That'll be kind of neat. The time this picture was taken. So if you take a look at this position here, take a look at the overhang, the awning of the, so this and this. So these guys are probably right here. So that would mean, let me bring this back into the combination mode. All right, so let's go back. Darn it. So yeah, right here. Right there. Wait, Throw this back up into the whiteboard. This is the problem with having all these monitors. Yeah, like I have. So they're probably right here. You can actually kind of see the, I guess this is where they hang banners. So this is an older picture, but you can see they hung a banner here, and the marksmen are probably right here. We're actually right here underneath that awning. Huh. Yeah. Well, I guess the next thing would be to look for weapons, whether they're state police or what. But all right, well, we got 2 down. All right. Yeah, those kind of look like cameramen, maybe not necessarily marksmen, but they probably have weapons, some sort of weapons. All right, so I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I appreciate you guys watching. I've been on for an hour. You know, what I thought was just going to be my morning coffee, which has kind of gone a little cold, even though I have an awesome mug. If you're still watching, head on down to Bunker Branding and get one of my Behoove stickers. I'm actually amazed at how well these Behoove stickers actually sell. I mean, there's the word behoove in the Army, and Marines use it too. Behoove means like it would implore you, or it would be a good idea if. So, you know, and oftentimes as a first sergeant, you might say, it would behoove you to be on time to formation. And it's a word we overuse quite a lot. So I have my Bunker Branding Behoove stickers on everything. All right, I think that is pretty much it. I appreciate you guys for watching. Someone just asked me, what cigar do I smoke? In the morning, I might have a Partagas Black Label. It's a good morning cigar to start your day. And now I got to go work out and go running, which I actually do, believe it or not. All right, I'm going to shut it down. Thank you guys so much for watching.